Afternoon or good evening, wherever you're joining me from. Some for you might be early morning if you're on the other part of the globe. So glad to have you here today. We're going to be talking about our exercise to plan for career success in 2022. If you were able to join me last week, we talked about a reflection exercise and the importance of reflection. It enables you to really carve out time and space to uncover valuable learnings about your past and use them to help you plan for the future. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was in the corporate space, when I heard the word plan, it made me recoil. The reason why is because I was just so exhausted with business planning and I was so exhausted with meetings and meetings to plan for meetings. And so I want to get us away from that space. I'm going to try to refrain from using words like planning and goal setting because I think those words are so overused in the corporate space and everybody is so burnt out right now. Today, this is more about visioning your career success in 2022. I'm Amy Sanchez, Executive Career and Leadership Coach. I partner with corporate leaders as they're moving through transitions to maximize happiness, impact, and earning potential. And it has been quite a year, you guys. As you all know, the great resignation is happening. People are leaving their jobs at record rates. Labor Department just released new numbers yesterday. We saw a record 4.2 million people leave their jobs in October. So this trend, this historically unseen trend, continues to go on. So if you're in that space of thinking, okay, I'm ready for something new, I want a new chapter in my career, you are in the right place, and this is the right place to start. I always like to start with a story. I had two very impressive leaders kick off with coaching this week. Both of them, one is a senior director and one is a VP at a very well-known companies, and similar stories. And I'm going to share this with you in case this is something that you can relate to. They have been pushing so hard for the past year, past 2 years. Of course, everything with the pandemic. Um, it increased the amount of time that they were spending at work and as well as their obligations at home with no time to recharge. So both of them are in burnout phase, but they know they want something more. Very talented individuals. So I'm working with both of them to map what a very exciting next step looks like. But almost every single client that I work with who comes to me, there's always a block that we need to address first. So before you can go to the visioning, the thinking about what's next, oftentimes there are some things that you need to address from your past to enable you to move from seeing challenges to seeing opportunities. So before you do today's exercise that I'm going to share with you, I do encourage you to go back and do the reflection exercise that I rolled out last week. And here is the link for all of you to access all of those exercises. So if you go to swim-against.com/reflection, that's where you can find there's 3 exercises in there. One's to help you reflect on your life in 2021, one is to help you reflect on your career in 2021, and the third is to help you plan for career success in 2022. Now, I've done exercises like this for the past few years. It's something that I never did when I was in the corporate space, although I did an awful lot of business planning for the companies I worked for. And I think that's a testament that so many companies do this. It's a testament that it works. Imagine if you just took a snippet of that time that you do business planning for your company and you applied it to your own life. That's what these exercises are going to enable you to do. So I do encourage you to visit this website if you're so inclined, if you feel like this is something you want to do, if you want to make 2022 the year of you, and enable yourself to just create the time and the space to let some of these thoughts percolate that can take you to reaching your full potential in 2022. Last year, as I do every year, I did something similar. In fact, it was New Year's, it was right around New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. We went to Morro Bay, which is this like beautiful little area in Northern California, met my in-laws, and the thought occurred to me that I was ready to move. And call it, my husband and I had bought our house right after we were married. Since then, we'd had 2 kids, and then we both got um, we both were inside working all day, every day. Our kids were home from daycare, so it was like our space that used to be so big just suddenly felt very constrained and tight. And on top of the ennui of 2020, I was just ready for a change. I was ready for a bigger space. Fast forward to December 9th, 2021, and we are 2 weeks away from moving into our new house. So, this is the power of reflection, visioning, and then moving into that space. You very much can manifest anything that you're looking to do, particularly where we're focused today is on your career. So, if you feel like you're burnt out, if you feel like you're ready for something new, this is going to be a good exercise for you. Now, why is it important to put the vision out into the world and really crystallize it in your head? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Um, Number one, if you have a vision of where you want to go, every day is full of little decisions that we make that in time dictate what our future looks like. So if you have this vision in mind, this will help you consciously and unconsciously make little decisions along the way that will enable you to get to where you want to go. In addition, once you put that intention out into the universe, it's amazing how things start to happen. Now, people from different backgrounds and different cultures and different religious beliefs do this all in different ways in terms of the exercise itself, but it all ladders up to the same thing, right? So some people do this by praying, "Dear Lord, please give me this. Please bless me with this. Bless my family with this." Some do this by just putting the intention out there into the universe. Some people do this by meditating. Whatever your way is of doing this, we see it time and time and time again. And miraculously, for some reason that I can't explain, when you do put your intention out into the universe, it's remarkable the things that can happen. So go to swim-against.com/reflection. Some of the questions you're going to see in this New Year's exercise are going to exercise the cognitive space, which, by the way, that's the space that we're playing in 95% of the times in our corporate roles. We operate a lot in the cognitive space. There are two other areas as human beings that we have access to that enable us to make decisions and set us apart from every other creature on earth. Number one, our feelings. So this exercise is going to help you tap into that. Simon Sinek, what is your why? That gets straight to the feeling. So if you can connect to those core feelings, not only are you going to know exactly how to move the needle, but you're going to enable yourself to do some healing that your cognitive thought process otherwise might not have identified. Third thing that we have access to is our instinct, or some people call it our gut reaction. This exercise not only pulls from your cognitive abilities, there's some questions in there that tap into your emotional abilities. And then there's a visioning and exercise in there that's going to enable you to tap into your intuition. So, by using all three of those tools that are available to you, that's how you can really uncover the destination that's going to be the best fit for you. And this is also how we reach our full potential as human beings and as leaders. Going internal and asking ourselves those key questions, and certainly, the training, all the things that accompany this to just make us better equipped to execute the tasks that we're given. But it all starts with intention. So, what is your intention for the new year? Where do you want to focus your efforts to get you to a career that's going to maximize your happiness, your impact, and your earning potential? So, in addition to the career setting exercise, and it shouldn't take you too long. It's a front page and a half of a back page. I encourage you to, just like with the reflection exercise, try to get away from other people. Try to find some solace, some peace. Silence your phone. Turn off technology. Don't let emails, text messages, modern technology interrupt you and disrupt your train of thought. Try to dedicate time and space to this exercise so you can let some of these thoughts that otherwise wouldn't have popped up for you show up. It's amazing what happens when we open up time and space and slow down. The other thing you can do if you're so inclined, that I've done before is a vision board. So in addition to writing down your thoughts in terms of where you want to go in 2022, if you're more of a visual person, you can create a Pinterest board that has a lot of different pictures that are very inspiring as to how you want your life to play out or how you want your career to play out in 2022. You can also grab a poster board, a bunch of magazines, which I know is a little old school, but if you go to a doctor's office and they happen to be sitting around, perhaps you grab a bunch and cut out pictures from the magazine and paste them on the vision board. That's the way that people used to do vision boards, and then you've got the newer technological way through Pinterest. So pick your poison, whatever talks to you the most, but the end goal really is to get clear as to what you're shooting for in 2022. Uh, what do you want to do? Do you want to go for a role that increases your visibility? Do you want a role that where you have greater oversight and you own the strategy more instead of being told what to do? Do you want to work for a company where there's greater possibilities for financial gain in the future? Do you want to start your own company? Do you want to launch your own venture? Is that entrepreneur itch just screaming for you to pay attention to it? Everybody has something that's calling them. Now, that's something that I've learned having done this for the past 5 years and also going through this journey myself. Everybody has a career path that is calling them, that's going to complement their strengths, complement their passions, and meet some kind of a desire in the world. Now it's up to you to open yourself to what messages might be coming your way to discover what that is for you. That's all I have for you today. This is an intentionally short LinkedIn Live because I got to tell you, my fuel tank is almost on E. And I know a lot of you out there are experiencing the same thing. It is a busy time of year between trying to get presents, wrap up work activities. We're about to take a couple weeks off for the holidays. And on top of that, we are remodeling a house and in major crunch time and getting ready to move in 2 weeks. So there is not a dull moment from the moment I wake up to the moment that I go to sleep, but it's all in pursuit of the things that I envisioned and the things that I wanted to pursue so long ago. So, with that, the last thought that I'd like to leave you with is on this journey, once you do know what you want, know when to push, know when to reflect, and know when to rest. The rest is as important as the driving forward. And so make sure that you've got a good balance of both of those in your life. And I know that's easier said than done. I'm with you all. I've got 2 young kids, full-time job, and we're throwing a move in on top of that. And I know that you all are very, very busy people as well. So please honor your needs and find time to rest. I was supposed to go to a networking event tonight, and I said no to that because I need to rest. So this is the last LinkedIn Live I'm going to be sharing with you all this year. It's been such a pleasure to interact with so many wonderful, wonderful leaders. Thank you for incorporating me in part of your life and part of your career journey. I can't wait to see where you go with this. This is absolutely obtainable. You can do whatever you want with your career if you create the time and space to do it. I wish you happy holidays, all the love, the light, the laughter, the cookies, the eggnog that the holidays have to offer. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. I'll see you in 2022. And I hope 2022 is the year of you. Here's my information. If you'd like to apply for an discovery session to dive deeper into this exploration and goal setting, you can apply at swim-against.com/discovery. Happy holidays, everybody.